What's good, people? We're about to embark on a field hunting, and as you all know, I prefer nighttime maps, and this is exactly what we're getting ourselves into. Now, why do I prefer nighttime? Well, it's because you can see virtually unlimited in daytime, therefore, the match goes a bit quicker. But at night, you really gotta use your ears. And as I've told you all multiple times, people in this game do not use headphones, so this map turns into kind of a horror map for people who don't have any headphones. But to me, who plays wearing said headphones, well, it's so crazy. I heard him with my Apple wired earbuds. That's how deep it was. So, yeah. The container's going off because someone's doing some very bad things to it. I have no problem with that. What I do got a problem with, though, y'all seen how the detector and the barred house and the comm station are all right next to each other? Yeah, that's a new player's wet dream. I ruin dreams. Or at least, that's what I tell myself. Look at this. See what I mean? So it's like, do I go for the container or for the barred house? And considering how I just heard a barred house open, we are going to run right over there. So check this out. I'm walking up here, and you see I already got my radiation grenade out. I'm gonna put it right here on the detector. 'Cause I know dude is still up here. Also, I just put radiation on the airdrop, like, just did. There's a comm station down there. People, I sincerely hate campers. I do. But they're also the most satisfying people to kill. So, yeah, I just wasted one radiation grenade, but you just seen I have another. So, yeah, that's for the airdrop. If I can manage to find said airdrop. Now, we do know Homeboy was up here. You know what I'm saying? And there's shots on the other side of the map. But the thing is, he has no reason to move. No reason. And like I said, and like you see, this is nighttime field hunting. You're not going to see a damn thing. Hell, he could be aiming at me right now, and I won't know about it until he shoots at me. There's a comm station in the church, and I do want to use it. So I port, and I find he's behind me, but he was just up here. Alright, anyway, let's open this church door, walk in, close the door. Don't hear anything. That's why I paused. I was like, do I hear? Oh, okay then. Whole mortar strike. Alright, cool. Let's dip before we get hit by anything. That's going to tell them that we're here. And it looks like we escaped it. So, thinking about where that mortar landed at, aka the exact spot of where he caught it in, it could be anywhere, but it also could be right behind me. So I'm looking dead at where I ported. I don't see any movement. But that's the thing. He was there at that instant. He's not there right now. I'm trying to figure out is, if I were him, and I got ported, and I call in a mortar strike, where would I go next? I don't know. Let's run toward the exit, see if anybody's over here. There is. Okay. Well, hold on now. Let's think about this. There's a guy up there, but there's also a guy near this exit. And on top of that, I just ran past that exit. I just did to get up here. I'm confused, not gonna lie to you. But the simpler explanation is there's two guys here. That's simple. So now, I say, you know what? Have it. But that's when I spot that one transmitter. Now, who's to say that one dot at the top of the hill, or behind me rather, on the hill, who's to say that that's not a transmitter too? Because people usually take more than one transmitter. No one takes just one transmitter, just like how no one takes just one port. You know? I am like, you know what, dog? They might fight each other. They just might. And on top of that, He's going to be up there for the entire match waiting for an airdrop, and I'm not going to sit here and play detective trying to find a needle in a haystack. Or I should say, a muzzle brake in a bush. And as we all know, unless you have a very cool weapon skin, muzzle brakes are black. Think about that. Okay, boom. Booby trap. Overweight, radiated, booby trap. That airdrop is hella dangerous. He's going to sit up there for the entire match to go grab it. But it's going to be dangerous. Important moment here. Check this out. Wait for it. There we go. Y'all just seen I put radiation on that detector. So it's either one or two things. Homeboy popped an iodine pill before using the detector, or there's some new player who don't know how dangerous radiation is and wanted to know where someone was at so badly that they walked into radiation to find out where that person is. That person being me. Well, whatever his plan is, I hope it don't work out for him. Yes, I'm that much of a dick.
The plane is near.
Fun fact here. Between that previous clip and the one you're watching right now, I just got some food delivered. So, I am quite happy right now. Quite happy. And then, I get ported. Why? I'm in the center of the map. So, let's think about this for a second. The plane just flew overhead. Their entire map knows the plane just flew overhead. 2 + 2 = 4, a guy might be going for an airdrop. You know, the same airdrop that's been sitting at the back of the map, or the area that's been at the back of the map for the entire damn game. Folks, this is why I moved the airdrop. This is why right here. Because that guy has, all he has to do is just sit there, and he wins. I can't stand that shit, so that's why I move it. But I couldn't get there in time due to homeboy at the start of the match. But we know he's there because he ported me. But think, what if it wasn't him? Who else would it be? This match is quiet. I want to say the only person who shot, well, no, I take that back. Other people shot too, but they're on the other side of the map. And it sucks where I'm at right now because I'm in the center of the damn map. I could have been ported from anywhere. Literally. I realize I haven't been through here in a minute. And then someone else hits the detector. Once again, I put radiation on the detector. Homeboy is trying to make absolutely sure that I'm not near him. But wait a minute. There's a guy right there in front of me. You all probably can't see him, but I see him. As a matter of fact, it's not I see him, it's I see movement. Believe me, he is right there. I didn't want to zoom in for too long because of glint, but yeah, he's right there. Okay, now check this out. You see how homeboy, who was obviously near an airdrop, has not grabbed said airdrop yet? Someone gotta be near him. Gotta be. Okay, well, we saw that one dude walk up there. Why was he down here? At this point in time? I don't know. Was that the guy who ported me? Maybe. I don't know. I'm looking at those houses and I'm like, I can tell what kind of player he is if the doors are still open. So I'm walk down there and I'm going to take a look. Door's still open. Okay, he doesn't know what he's doing. Yes, I just made a stereotype. Yes, deal with it. If you leave your doors open after you walk into a place, all you're doing is showing that you're a new player, if not a lesser experienced player. And no, he's taking fire. And I found another radiation grenade. Don't mind if I do. Let me destroy the decoy. Yep, and pick up the extra radiation grenade. Bet. Nice. So now I have 3. But, where am I gonna use it? That's the real question. Alright, I'm gonna keep walking through here. And he's still taking shots, if not getting shot at. You know what? I'm going up there. I'm going up there. Because you don't shoot at nothing. You shoot at a person. That's what you do. So yeah, there's probably 2 people up here. Or I should say guaranteed 2 people up here. Unless he might have died already. Because it was one person shooting the same gun. We don't know. Alright, well anyway. Here come radiation. Oh, that's a 629. They're fighting in a cave. I know what kind of match this is now. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, he's right there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Is he gonna push me? Is he? I know he's up there. Maybe he kept moving. Maybe he did. You know what? Let me fake him out and see if he reappears. Because I'm pretty sure he saw me. And here come radiation too. He gotta make a move at some point. To the people that always ask me, Jet, why do you run with your weapons on your back for? Well, I'll tell you a couple reasons. And AB21 put me on this. Yes, him. The guy that barely plays the game right now. He said that, did you know, as the booby trap goes off on the airdrop, did you know that when you run with your weapon on your back, you actually run quicker? I said, nah, for real? And I tried it. And I haven't been the same ever since. Second reason, what you just saw. To the untrained eye, when you're running, it looks like you're facing forward to the untrained eye. But you can be looking behind you the entire time, which is something I always do in every one of my matches. As this guy finally grabs an airdrop, I hope he dies. I hope he does. I'm watching him too. But anyway, yeah. If you haven't noticed, I'm gonna put you on game. If you haven't noticed, when you walk with your gun in your hands, aka unholstered, where you point your camera is where you're facing. Just go into the shooting range, walk around with your gun on your back, in your arms, unholstered, right? Put your gun on your back and then walk in the same direction. Your character walks in the direction that you're pointing him to. You look like you're walking. You look like you're looking one direction and walking in that direction too. You appear like you don't have any awareness, but the whole time you do. When that guy seen I wasn't looking at him, he made a break for it. People, those are the micro plays that you learn by experience. No one's going to sit here and tell you how to do that. So, even though I just did. But that was 2 kills on a very quiet map. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.